Hello, everyone. Welcome to the lecture series on health management. We discussed that management methods and techniques are broadly classified into 5 categories: statistical techniques, activity analysis, mathematical techniques, financial techniques, and others or miscellaneous techniques. Statistical techniques are basically of 2 types. Number 1, time trends and forecasting, and number 2, decision theory and tree. In this session, we will discuss the decision theory and tree. Let us first understand what is the decision theory. In any organization, decision-making is a vital responsibility of managers. Those decisions may be in various forms, such as implementing plans, hiring employees, and investing in assets. Many times, managers have 2 or more alternative options or solutions for a particular problem, and their consequences cannot be forecasted with certainty. In such situations, managers need to decide the best option out of them, because for any problems, it may be reasonable to consider the best alternative, which results in the highest profit and lowest cost or loss in the long run. So, formally saying, the decision theory of management explores determining the best decisions when many alternatives are available and their consequences are uncertain. According to Leonard Jimmy Savage, who is the author of the book, The Foundations of Statistics, there are 3 types of uncertainty: states, consequences, and actions. States are the facts that exist in the universe and can affect a decision. Consequences are the features of a decision that influences a decision-maker. And actions are the link or bridge between both states and consequences. For example, a person wants to cook an omelet of 3 eggs. He has already broken 2 good eggs into a bowl. Now for the 3rd egg, he is uncertain whether the 3rd egg is good or rotten. These are 2 states. The egg is good or the egg is rotten. He is thinking about 3 alternative options. Number 1, whether to break the 3rd egg into the bowl, which already has 2 good eggs. Number 2, break the 3rd egg into a separate bowl. And number 3, throw the egg away. These are 3 actions. The possible consequences of his actions may be: if the egg is good, and he breaks the 3rd egg into the bowl, which already has 2 good eggs, he could save all eggs. If the egg is good, and he breaks the 3rd egg into a separate bowl and later mixes it with the other 2 eggs, he could save all eggs. If the egg is good, and he throws it away, he potentially wastes 1 egg. If the egg is rotten, and he breaks the 3rd egg into the bowl with 2 good eggs, he spoils all the eggs. If the egg is rotten, and he breaks the 3rd egg into a separate bowl, and later does not mix it with the other 2 eggs, he could save 2 eggs. If the egg is rotten, and he throws it away, he could save 2 eggs. These all 6 are consequences of his actions. So, the decision theory helps in determining the best decisions when a number of alternatives are available and their consequences are uncertain. Simply put, decision theory emphasizes that managers make rational decisions that deliver the best value to the organization. Those rational decisions help to enhance organizational effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. It combines various mathematical, philosophical, statistical, and psychological tools to understand the decision-making process. When a person makes a decision, their belief, attitude, desire, morals, values, social background, fears, and uncertainty play a crucial role. Decision theory also considers those attributes to determine the best logical decision possible in unpredictable circumstances. A prominent contributor to this theory is Herbert Simon. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for this significant work. Other notable contributors are Luther Gulick and Lyndall Urwick. There are two branches of decision theory: normative decision theory and descriptive decision theory. The normative theory analyzes how people should behave if they make optimal or rational decisions. So, this theory is concerned with the identification of optimal decisions. And this optimality is often determined by considering an ideal decision maker who makes the optimal decision after calculating everything with perfect accuracy. So, we can say that normative decision theory focuses on people's optimal behavior, while the descriptive theory discusses how people actually behave. This theory tends to be more helpful in deciding what people will do and how they will act. Let us understand the difference with an example. Humans experience the disappointment of loss more than the satisfaction of a gain. A person who gains $100 will likely be happier than someone who gained $125 first, but later lost $25. Though the net gain of both people is the same, their behaviors will be different, because their reference point is different. A person who has gained $100 is happy because he went from 0 to 100. However, a person who has gained 125 was excited at first. His reference point was set at 125, but later he lost $25 and ended up gaining only $100. This leads us to the endowment effect. This means people's preferences depend on what they already possess. People value what they do not have much more than what they do have. Losing a good that we own is much more painful than not owning that particular good in the first place. The normative theory says that the second person should behave happily because he also gained $100, which is equal to the first person. But he behaved differently due to the loss of $25, which is explained by descriptive theory. This explains that how people should behave, which is normative theory, and how they actually behave, which is explained by descriptive theory. The practical application of decision theory is called decision analysis. It is a decision-making tool that assesses all aspects of a decision and chooses the decision that produces the most favorable outcome. Decision analysis aims to ensure that decisions are made with all the relevant information and options available. The fundamentals of decision analysis can be used to solve many problems, from complex business issues to simple, everyday problems. It is often useful to represent a decision analysis by a tree, which is called decision tree. This is a prototype of a decision tree. Decision analysis has 4 basic elements: acts, events, outcomes, and payoffs. In this diagram, the squares represent decisions and the circles represent outcomes. The lines branching from squares are possible choices, while the lines branching from circles are expected outcomes. Let us understand it with an example of the treatment of cancer patients. We need to decide about cancer patients' treatment modality, whether we should treat them surgically or by radiotherapy. These two are alternative actions available. So, acts are the actions being considered by the manager. Further, there may be 2 events for each action. The patients get cured or the treatment fails. So events are occurrences taking place outside the control of the manager. In succession to each action and event, there are outcomes in the form of gain or loss in life expectancy. So, outcomes are the result of the occurrence of acts and events. These outcomes are quantified as values, which may be positive or negative. The expected payoff in this example represents the potential life expectancy gain or loss if the treatment succeeds or fails. So payoffs are the values the decision maker places on the occurrences. Payoffs can be positive or negative. If the patient is treated surgically, the probability of cure is 0.7 and the chance of failure is 0.3. If the patient is treated by radiotherapy, the probability of cure is 0.8 and the chance of failure is 0.2. The total probability for each event should be 1 or 100. The outcome measure is life expectancy, and accordingly, in succession to each action and event, we have put the payoffs in terms of the number of life expectancies. All these figures of probabilities and payoffs are to be searched through available literature. To evaluate which decision is more favorable, we will have to calculate the expected value for each decision. This formula calculates this expected value. To calculate the expected value for an act, we need to add the multiplications of probability and payoffs of each event of that act. For surgery, the probability AA is 0.7. The payoff is 25 years. Probability B is 0.3 and payoff B is 2 years. After putting the values in the formula, the expected value for surgery would be 18.1 years. Similarly, we will put all the values for radiotherapy to calculate the expected value, which is coming as 21 years. So in this example, we can say that radiotherapy is a relatively better choice for treating cancer patients. This way, we can reach the optimal decision using the decision instrument. There are certain advantages and disadvantages of decision theory. The major advantage of decision theory is that it helps in rational and quantitative decision-making. The decision theory provides a systematic and logical approach to decision-making, allowing managers to make choices based on sound reasoning and analysis. Using decision theory, the decisions are more objective and evidence-based. It helps eliminate haphazard decision-making and promotes a structured and thoughtful process. The disadvantage of decision theory is that it primarily focuses on economic factors and rational decision-making. It may overlook other important aspects, such as ethical considerations, social impact, and long-term sustainability. This is all about decision theory and decision analysis using decision tree.